morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to the special meeting of stockholders of Foley Trasimene Acquisition Corp. II. This meeting is now called to order. I am Mike Gravel, General Counsel and Corporate Secretary of Foley Trasimene Acquisition Corp. II. I will preside as Chairman of the meeting and will serve as Secretary of the meeting. Also with us is Kevin Kelly, a representative of Morrow Sodali, LLC. Mr. Kelly will serve as the Inspector of Election at today's meeting. I have been provided with a list of our stockholders entitled to vote at this special meeting, who are holders of record of our common stock at the close of business on February 17, 2021, and the affidavit of mailing of the notice of meeting and proxy statement, indicating that notice of the meeting has been duly provided, a copy of which will be appended to the minutes of the meeting. A copy of our proxy statement is available on the special meeting website and the Securities and Exchange Commission's website at www.sec.gov. Mr. Kelly has been duly appointed as the Inspector of Election for today's meeting. Mr. Kelly has duly executed the oath of office, which will be appended to the minutes of this meeting. We are conducting this meeting in accordance with our bylaws and the stockholder rules of conduct for the special meeting. The rules of conduct and agenda are available on our meeting website. As a reminder, stockholders attending the virtual meeting can vote their shares online from now through the closing of the polls by logging into the meeting website as a stockholder and clicking the Vote Here button on the screen. If you have previously voted by proxy and do not wish to change your vote will be cast as you have previously instructed, and no further action is required. If you have any questions, please submit them via the meeting website. We will follow up with responses to any questions after the meeting concludes. I will now report on the number of shares of the company represented by proxy at this meeting. The Inspector of Election has confirmed that proxies have been received by a majority of the shares of Class A and Class B common stock entitled to vote as of the record date as of February 17, 2021. Therefore, there is a quorum for all business to be conducted at this meeting. Accordingly, the meeting is duly constituted, and we may now proceed with the business of the meeting. We now come to the proposals to be considered and voted on by the stockholders. The polls are now open. I will state each proposal in order. The first item on the agenda to be considered and voted on by stockholders is Proposal Number 1, the Business Combination Proposal. This is the proposal to adopt the agreement and plan of merger dated as of December 7, 2020, by and among the company, PaySafe Limited, PaySafe Merger Sub Inc., PaySafe Bermuda Holding LLC, Pi Jersey Holding 1.5 Limited, and PaySafe Group Holdings Limited, including to 1, approve PaySafe Merger Sub Inc. merging with and into the company, with the company being the surviving corporation in the merger and an indirect subsidiary of PaySafe Limited. 2, approve the issuance of company Class C common stock to Trasimene Capital FT LP 2 in exchange for existing private placement warrants that it holds. And 3, approve the other transaction contemplated by such agreement and plan of merger and related agreements that are described in the proxy statement. The Board of Directors recommends a vote for the approval of Proposal Number 1. The next item on the agenda to be considered and voted on by the stockholders is Proposal Number 2, the Charter Proposal. This is the proposal to approve and adopt the third amended and restated Certificate of Incorporation of the company. The Board of Directors recommends a vote for the approval of Proposal Number 2. The next item on the agenda to be considered and voted on by the stockholders is Proposal Number 3, the Governance Proposal. This is the proposal to approve on a non-binding advisory basis certain governance provisions in the amended and restated bylaws of PaySafe Limited as more fully set forth in the proxy statement. The Board of Directors recommends a vote for the approval of proposal number 3. The next item on the agenda to be considered and voted on by the stockholders is proposal number 4, the Omnibus Incentive Plan proposal. This is the proposal to approve and adopt the PaySafe Limited 2021 Omnibus Incentive Plan and the material terms thereunder. The Board of Directors recommends a vote for the approval of proposal number 4. The last item on the agenda to be considered and voted on by the stockholders is proposal number 5, the adjournment proposal. This is the proposal to adjourn the special meeting to a later date or dates, if necessary, to permit further solicitation of vote of proxies in the event that there are insufficient votes for the foregoing proposal. The Board of Directors recommends a vote for the approval of proposal number 5. I now move for the approval of all of the foregoing proposals.
Mr. Gravel, I, Brian Coy, Chief Financial Officer of Foley Trasmean Acquisition Corp. II, second the motion.
Thank you. The polls are now closed. I will now provide a report of the voting results as received from the Inspector of Election. I have received the preliminary voting results from the Inspector of Election based on the proxies received as of the opening of the polls at today's meeting. Based on these preliminary voting results, each of proposals number 1 through 4 have been approved. With respect to proposal number 5, since there are a sufficient number of votes to adopt the foregoing proposals, the adjournment proposal contemplated by proposal number 5 is not necessary. All votes are subject to final count certified by the Inspector of Election. We will report the final vote results on a Form 8-K to be filed with the SEC within 4 business days of today's meeting. Thank you for attending today's meeting. There being no further business to come before the meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, hello. Seems like the meeting went really well and all approved. So basically, I'll close this live stream. Do you want me to cover any stock, like the price chart or anything? If you want, I can show the price chart a little bit here now, or I'm also planning to make more live stream so I can come and talk about your preferred stock, look at the price action, support and resistance, and what's the price target. So the market is red. I know we don't love red market, but again, like if you want, otherwise I will just close the live stream and we can connect again. If you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Also, if you like this kind of live stream, please hit the like button. It helps my channel to grow so that we can grow faster. So anyway, my friends, let me know if you want me to cover any stock. You can type the chat box, or if you want, I will just close